pending USL champions, we're going to hit up Colorado Springs and their Cyan Reflections Kit. And I'm going to say this, and, I am so happy that they low-key rebranded and really leaned into that black and that teal cyan color, because it looks so good when they put attention into their kits with those colors, right?
Yeah. And that was one thing I've always loved about Colorado Springs is that they had those two colors. Now, like they used to have kind of like template-y kits. They just had sick colors that worked with it.
Yes.
So they had like the black kit with the blue, and then they had the blue kit with the black. So it was always really cool looking, but it was the colors were saving it.
Yes.
But this one came out, and it's like this is actually an individual kit for once.
Yes.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah, and shout out to Capelli. And honestly, one of those brands that we keep talking about a little bit more last 2 years with Loudon. I think Charlotte as well, and now with Colorado, not now, but also Colorado Springs. You've been seeing more of them, and the more I see them, the more I like them. So, yeah, I'm just really happy that they're leaning into a good color with creativity, and it just brings the whole package together. Kind of what we've seen in Madison. It works when you got a good color palette. Use it, utilize it. So tonight's so do you want to go first? Oh, I actually increased the price. So do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first for tonight?
I'll jump into this guy. All right. So when we're looking at this, I'm looking at the fact that it is it has the stripes going up and down, the vertical stripes, but then every other stripe has it's like a camo, and it's all still like in this white and cyan.
Yes.
And it's there we go. That's a beautiful picture for it. So you can really see those white pinstripes going through it, though, to where it truly separates each one of those bars. And it's just really nice looking. Like, honestly, can't think of a kit that I've seen that has the same style look on it. Like, I mean, of course we have the pinstripes. Of course we have the different stripes jerseys. But this is the only one that I've seen that had a individual design in every other one like that.
Right.
So I'll go backwards. So like innovation for me, this is a 5 for me.
Okay.
Because I haven't seen this before. And it's something that I feel like a lot of teams will try to utilize now.
Okay.
Because they're putting that over there. So I could see this actually having an impact later. So like if I see somebody else have that, I'm like, didn't Colorado do that a couple of years ago? Now, there might be another team that has done this before. I can't think of any in the USL, so I'm assuming it would have to have been some sort of, bigger European team.
Right.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if Dortmund did this before.
Or like
they would do.
Or like inter AC, because there's only so many variations of a stripe that you can do, right? You're like the black and early, I did it so many times. So I do like it.
Yeah. So visual details and execution. I mean, everything looks great on here. Like, even the sponsorship kind of fades away. So if I was the sponsor, I'd probably be a little annoyed. But like, otherwise, like you don't really notice it that much. So that's the 5 for me. Authenticity and tradition is the only thing that I took back slightly for.
Okay.
They got a 4 for that, and that's only because it's not really the same blue as their blue, and it's probably because this is more of like a third kit, I guess.
Yes.
Because they have the black and blues for the homes and aways. But that's the only thing. Like if it was their teal, I would probably like this even more. But then design and aesthetics, everything looks great. Everything fits perfectly. Like that's a 5 for me.
Okay.
So it's a 4.75.
I'm a little less loving on it, but this is still a really good looking kit. Per their description, that camo pattern is actually a water reflection for the Springs of Colorado, which it's so total sense. They're called Colorado Springs.
That's fair.
Bringing the water element a little bit. So that is honestly a clever touch, which is why I gave it a 5 for its overall design and aesthetics. I think honestly this looks really good and it's sharp. I'm also a sucker for a good blue kit. I love blue. It's my wife and I's favorite colors. Color is it depends what shade of blue.
All
Depends
the
on which
blues.
one we
All the
like.
blues.
Yes,
Yeah.
I tend to like more navy. She likes more of a lighter blue like this, but I still like a good blue. So I do like how it looks. I think it is a refreshing take on like water. Kind of cool. You don't see a lot of water kits. I have a few from Union de Bateau. If I said that right, please correct me if I'm wrong. They do a little bit of water reflection. I think it looks so cool. So I'm glad that they did here. It looks good with the blue. But when it comes to its authenticity and tradition, as Fox noted, it's not their blue. And this isn't something that I kind of associate them with it. It's not theirs. So I give it a 4 there. But when it comes to its details and execution, this was phenomenal. This is just phenomenal looking. Capelli knocked it out of the park. Again, ignoring the sponsor. This is phenomenal work. I like the different tones of green, blue that they even used on the cuffs and in between the pattern, because it's kind of like the pattern, and then they put the stripes over it, and that that outline of that stripes there. It's a different shade of blue. It's not white. It's a different shade of blue, or like a teal almost. And I think that's really clever. I think it looks really good. But I'm not as high on the innovation and impact because it is still, in my eyes, a stripe kit. It's not something that's totally out there. Yes, it is something new for me, which is why it's a 4. But it's not going to get much higher than that because it's still just a stripe kit with a fun pattern in the back or in front, however you want to phrase it. That is really nice. So it's a 4 there from me. So it's a 4.5 from me.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like, and I agree to the effect too. Like, it is a stripe kit, but like the fact that they were able to twist it and change it and innovate it from that spot, to me, that's a little bit of a bump.
Yeah, and for me, that bump goes from a 3 to a 4. So I did it. Yeah, does look good. It does
All
look
right.
good.
Well,
Though.
that gave it a 4.63.
Solid. Yes.
Yeah, and then with it being only $90, kind of expensive, but
Only.
yeah, but it still gives a strong 51.39. So this is something that I could see someone outside of a fan base wanting to get. Like, I wouldn't mind having this.
Oh yeah, 100% agree.
If we were using our old system of would I buy it right now versus would I want this like on a Christmas list, this would be on my Christmas list, like, or my birthday list. Like, I do want this, but I am not like first thing that my money can
Yes.
get.
Yep, I would totally agree with that. But this is still really, really good bang for your buck here at 51.39. It's the second highest on today's show, and it's also not. It's the second most expensive. So that just proves the quality of the design here from Colorado Springs.